Hello everyone, and welcome back to Stationeers. In this episode, we're continuing the resetup of our filtering systems, our gas filter systems. And to start off, I want to tear up the floor. We were talking about last time you doing the lower floor for liquids management. The upper floor will be for gas filtering. So, liquids management / utility area, this is what my kind of plan is if I take my tubing, I want to come out with a T, and then we'll put our liquid drains in kind of a drain mast underneath. So if any liquids build up in the pipe network whatsoever, they get drained out down below, and then maybe put into an evaporator so that they can evaporate back into their gaseous form and cycle back through. Same thing on the outlets. We'll probably just put those into a liquid trap, basically. And that'll all get run through an evaporator and run back up to a holding tank. That sounds like it might work. So let's start off by tearing out my floors. I had mentioned this at the end of the last video, and I'll mention it at the beginning of this one, because more people definitely watch the beginnings of my videos than the ends. Wrench is correct. But if there's anything you see me doing in this playthrough, say our automatic IC controlled assemblers at the vending machine, or simple stuff like just the automatic furnace we've set up over here, this is not my design, so I probably won't do a tutorial on it unless one is like super requested. But I basically use IC code that was designed by someone else, and I've copied their setup. It's really good, but I recommend you go check them out for it. But if any of the things I have designed / built are of interest to you as a tutorial, please let me know. I definitely consider doing a little tutorial world or something like that where I can design these things or show off how I designed these things and a more succinct version of building them than my rambly self during these videos, where I'm also figuring it out for the first time as well. Also, going down here will give us a good place to connect into our underground utility area, our utility tunnels. And I did see some people's comments saying I should hook up the elevator into it. And you know what? I agree. I should. I need to figure out a nice little way of doing it, because I'll have to put an airlock basically right outside the elevator. Or just pressure it. Don't have a ton of space. It could be doing. It would be neat. We might try and make it work. But being it is a utility area, it doesn't necessarily need elevator access. Excuses. Should just figure it out. So, we are going to actually need a tool we don't typically need, which is our mining drill for base construction. Here, mining drill. My guy's getting very unhappy about not having had a shower. Get over it. It'll be okay. Oh, uranium. Hopefully that doesn't poison me or something weird. I don't think it actually does anything in the game yet. Still a relatively useless mineral. It's not even used in making nuclear batteries, which is kind of funny. Yeah, here's our utility tunnel. Evaporate daytime. Collect that up and throw it in a hole somewhere else. Yeah, this will be a little bit of a
Hydration critical.
access path into our utility area and also a place to do the liquids processing. Also, I think well, probably didn't need to go down 2 layers. I just realized that I did. That's okay. Actually just go a bit deeper so that we can put frames down here. So we do want to pressurize this area eventually. Not a super huge priority. The biggest priority is honestly getting some more nitrogen so we can run our furnace again. But eventually, we'll get to pressurizing it. This is... Oh, you're out of power now too. So I should take care of my guy and let my batteries recharge. I'm gonna cook the glasses. Be happy again. You're getting a shower. You're not dying. It's just been almost a third of a year that you've eaten nothing but baked potatoes. So I can kind of get why you might be a little sad. um, that's the suit slot. Glasses. EA suit. Out. All right. I hope everyone is having a good day. I try and say that every time I record an episode, but yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. Definitely enjoying this series and look forward to making. Battery did I steal? Oh, that was my arc welder battery. 27%. I just need a little bit more. Get rid of these little nuggets that got stuck above. To be honest, we shouldn't need more space than this? Question mark? Probably not. So we're gonna say that's good enough. Let's grab our tool belt again, and then welder. And some... don't need to open everything. So we'll weld these up all the way while we're doing this. Yeah, this will be our liquids processing area. I don't know what it's going to require, so kind of glad I am building it a little larger than maybe I need. So it could be a bit more expensive than I think it's going to be. Not necessarily expensive, expansive, I guess I should have said. Ooh, 104 days. It'll be quite the achievement when we reach 1 whole year on Mars. It'll be pretty neat. Evaporate already. It doesn't like hang out and kill me. Would I be terribly surprised if it does? No. Slightly disappointed. Ah. But just a quick interruption. That is okay. But yeah, a year on Mars will be quite an achievement. Let's just do this carefully and easily. Yeah, it kind of sounds better. That's okay. That stuff should start evaporating soon. Obviously not the uranium, that's not going to evaporate, but oxide should as soon as the sun comes up. Okay. Oops, got this wall. There goes the oxide. Yep, and I'm out of iron sheets. More iron sheets. And we're just about out of frames as well. But we do have more steel now, luckily. I don't know how much more we can get, but I do have some more. I might just finish this whole area off with iron frames, just because I only need, like, a few more. Plus, I want it to kind of look consistent as well, so... Unfortunate, but just it's be slightly less efficient, but he's okay. He's doing all of this, definitely not dragging my feet about building more atmospheric setups. No, I don't think. Let's grab some more floors. This is what is going. That. Run all of our cables and legs. We can, however, actually start to do the whole plumbing thing. We are going to have that liquid tap on the outlets. You have to do it like that. So we'll just make it easy for ourselves, and there as well. Then we are going to kind of set this up in a similar manner to the old one. I did look up and see if it's the most efficient way of doing it. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be willing to redo this little bit. So in the comments, if it is more efficient to have one manifold that all of the atmospheric setups pull from, or if it's more efficient to have a kind of sequential, or is it more efficient to have them in series or parallel? That is what I'm wondering. Oh, that was a lot further of a jump than I thought I was going to do. Gravity in this game sometimes doesn't make a ton of sense. It's okay. I guess we should build one more atmosphere, since I did say I was going to pipe off the nitrous oxide, and we have just enough space for it, and it make it look nice. So, is it strictly necessary? Probably not. Do I kind of want it just because it look better? Oh. But I forgot to turn that on. One of the things we can... This is what I meant. If I don't turn the forward one off, the later ones will get jammed up. Alright. Now that that has at least some of its materials, we can build an atmospheric setup here. Only want one of these. That's gonna make a mess. Oops. Forgot about that. That would reset the stacker. Now you're stuck locked again. Couldn't be making another one. Just eating all of the iron because later systems are asking for iron. Reboot the... Boop, boop. That reset everything. I guess we're getting another one in hopes that this resets everything, because my IC is a little broken. This is what I get for trying to run two at once. I probably deserve that. Should have just paid attention to my own advice and not tempted fate. Okay, turn you off. Now, it's fine. Put that back. You should now be able to make the last few of these. We're just going to say we needed another one for the air conditioning. Oh, we have to have something to put this on. Oh, that's fine. We can just toss one of these down for a second. Just for the sake of building a filtration unit. So, dang it. Finish this real quick. We'll get it later. Alright. And grinder. Pipe. Oh, it's out of alignment. Dang it. That's fun. Part of the Alright, this time. Filtration. Right where I want it. There we go. Now pipes. Wire coil, hand drill, screwdriver, connect, all this away, okay, commander, grind that off, put that away, pipes, we are going to install a bypass valve on this one, just in case we don't actually want to use it. Get to that later. Drain mast, and then out of pipes. Okay. There. 5 filtration setups, not needed 5, but it's symmetry and looks nice, and pretty sure there's a filter for nitrous oxide. At least I hope there is, because kind of banking on it at this point. Yeah, nitrous oxide filter. Good, 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 good. We're fine. Alright. Wire all of these in. It's getting late. I'm getting tired and making mistakes, if you can just tell. Okay. These people spawn. Trying not to use a ton of jetpack fuel. Guess what makes me use a little more. I'm usually doing this to just get some more of iron sheets so we can finish welding up my basement area. Power on this. Of course I am. Power this battery again. Put things back where they're supposed to go. Trust that uranium buried in the floor is just fine. Power again. Arc welders are power hungry. And the sky is not blue currently, but expression still stands. Good, I had just enough of that. I should have more than enough iron frames. Or iron sheets at this point. I just need to recharge my arc welder a little bit. In range of the charging the thing. I could probably just do to make another one of those. Put it over here. this. One. I think the one we have over here is just plugged off of the main line. Actually. Yes. We can just stick another one down onto the floor on our main power connector, and it will keep everything nice and full remotely. That was quick. I hate it, but I don't think I can put it upside down. Could just... Oh, because that's the airlock chamber. Yeah, why not? Let's just stick it in the airlock. That works. Put a heavy cable and some wire snips. On, though. Not. Now we should be able to weld forever. Not forever. We will eventually exceed the rate of charge. It will recharge while we stand. Now we actually have a box. A big box. That is what we have made. Excellent. Stuff away. Put it in there for now because I have my tablet out. Ah! Balancing on pipes. Not easy. Especially when trying to, like, alright. Saving time, just using the last little bit of nitrogen that I possess to do this the easy way. Okay. We forget. Yes, we. Letters. Maybe we didn't. Alright. There is our cable. In theory, it will need the inlet pipe. grain mast on there as well. So this is our inlet pipe here. It is going to go down through the manifold, or through the series of filtration modules. So we still need a tank, most likely. I'm going to use an insulated tank because I don't want this bleeding temperature into the room. It's going to be our one of two inside tanks. So that is our, like, buffer tank. We need our ice crusher. We could have left everything where it was, and it would have been fine. I tore it all apart for little to no reason, and I have my ice crusher on there already. Lessons learned. I fall into the pit because slight control input is just not something this game understands. So I'm gonna put this one here, but I think that honestly we're gonna mostly be using a different one somewhere else. What do we need to build you? Welding torch. Luckily, I have those. Cable coils. 2. And then I think the mistake that I made last time is I just had way too many devices on the line. Because every time you add like a valve, a pump, anything like that, it's another pipe network. If you want everything, because everything in one pipe network shares a pressure. So if you want everything to have the same pressure, you need it to be in one network. The more networks you have, the more it's computing those networks, but also, like, there's a limit. I've kind of seen a limit in, like, how much pressure can move through, like, a valve. Ooh, my waste tank is, like, not great. So the more stuff we have moving through a network, the slower transfer of fluids will be. So to avoid that, we want everything to be on the same network that can be on the same. Not everything can be on the same. Like, obviously every single one of these is creating a new network. So by just having this be attached to all of this, any pressure that is built up in the system will get transferred to the pipe, put directly into this tank. That will hold all the pressure from the ices we are grinding up and send it directly into the manifold. The filtration units, each of these will run through all of the pressure that it has. They have internal pumps from what I've observed. I don't know if they actually do or they're supposed to or whatever. I'm just going off of what I've seen. Why is this locked again? I don't want to... Well, let's always use another one. I wonder why it's getting stuck at locked. Because the last operation should be to unlock it, and that's stored in the machine's stack, so it shouldn't get stuck. Maybe we need to add like a batch unlock button. That would be pretty easy to do and might be worth it if this continues to be an issue. Or I wonder if I could just run an order with a quantity of 0. That may have been an option as well. That's kind of annoying, though. I do have some modifications to that script. I might kind of update that as time goes on. So I think I figured out a better way of doing the lights because they kind of just flicker right now. Let's get not 50, but yeah. You can go in storage. I think right now the whole base is covered besides the solar farm, so I guess we can add one to the solar farm. That'll be a good modification, especially when we're building all that stuff out there. But was it strictly necessary to build another one of those right now? No. It's okay, though. We'll live. Core grates. Okay. Great over all these, so we're not constantly falling down. Let's build like a little ladder shaft somewhere where you can access the lower floors. But yeah. So now our ice pressure is wired in. All this is here. We've got each of our things. Now we need that insulated pipe, because we need to start setting up our so this can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. 5 lines. So if we did want to build one more tank out here, we'd have them all running down the bottom. Basically, since this is where the wall is going to be, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is just going to straight down. Out of this pipe so quickly. Yeah. That's basically how it's smart. And then these pipes here will just connect directly into this. And any yeah, they'll just connect directly into here and go up over to any kind of routing or anything we need to do over there. This is our bulk storage network here. No valves, no pressure regulators, anything like that. Bulk storage is going to just be outside, and then we'll have to do our temperature regulation on this network as well. So we don't want to divvy up these networks if we can avoid it. Just like, for example, these pipes out. I think that, like, basically like that. So gases will be processed above, liquids processed below, mostly. We might have some exceptions to that. But now, let's assume that that is how we're going to do it. T right there. Pipes. Let's make more pipes. Let's make more pipes. That's 5 pipes. Oh, maybe we didn't have as many pipes as I thought we did. That's going to be slightly ugly. It would look so pretty if they all just lined nicely. Am I going to do something expensive for the sake of it looking nicer? Absolutely. I don't know what you're thinking this is. I'm absolutely going to be OCD about this. Do we need a gigantic tank of nitrous oxide? Absolutely not. Are we still going to keep one around? Oh, practicality versus appearances. Yeah. Yes, we're doing it. Do it right. Hint. Such a waste of resources. But it'll look cool. So I call that acceptable. Taking the time, it looks like we're probably not getting this all functional today. But we can get it well on its way. Okay. So we've got all of these pipes routed. We're going to need at least another many of these and at least one more insulated tank. So let's get those cooking. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. These scripts, there must be some kind of weird thing that I just don't know about. Insulated tank. I'm gonna make one. Have at least enough silicone for one. Yeah, the problem is I also don't know if I can like reset this device's stack. I should look into that because I'd like to have like a master reset kind of switch where if I pull the switch, it just clears everything, unlocks everything. Just the oops, we can't actually make this kind of oopsies switch. But I don't know if there's a way to effectively do that. Insulated pipes. Or 20. Or need more frames. So then do our little wiring setup because we are going to put transformer up on the wall this time. Or we just don't build the frames for this. So OCD as I am, I can be persuaded. Fine. It's fine. It looks silly. We might move it eventually, but it's fine. It's fine for now. And for now is forever. There is nothing more permanent than a temporary solution that kind of works. Even if it makes us a little sad. There's the first 20. Let's order the next 20, since I stacked 20, so I don't want to just have a bunch kicking around. It's an absolute waste to keep this much NO2 around, probably. But it is a kind of core gas, so I guess. Also, we're not going to get necessarily the benefit of using insulated pipes immediately because we are going to still have these, and I'm not going to enclose this instantly. Free. It'll help. Let's see. 50 grams. More concerned about steel. Okay, yeah, we got plenty. Another 20. Plenty, as in enough for probably one more episode before I have to go out and make more. That's going to take a minute. Let's take a look. So, yeah, we've got our cables. Oh, those are big cable coils. So I have another 50 cable coil kicking around. Let's see. Speaking of 50 cable coils, let's get this set up. Our atmospheric transformer is going to go up on the wall. Isolate this room both logically and power-wise. Oh.
Hunger caution.
There we go. We can officially put out probably about 3k watts. Stuff turns on. Good. All of that works. Well, leave it on right now because none of it can do anything, but it does work. We're very close to having the basics set up. We are going to need more than the basics to do some things, but I think next episode we'll get to actually, like, having a place to fill gas bottles, which is kind of what we need. Just like 2 more sets of pipes and then some filters. That should be good. Also, I want to make one of the things I'd like to do. Kind of gonna pack all this kind of stuff down into our little maintenance tunnel down there, but a like garbage line slash recycling line. All in the pit. So 4 minutes, so I'm not bleeding off heat. That's up to her. later. But the just a kind of chute that goes from anywhere in the base to kind of a central, like a below ground sorting area where it takes like any ingots and sends them back to our vending machine, any ores and sends them to either some silos for ore processing or whatever we want to do with various ores. One more. And then anything that's not an ingot or an ore or an ice just sends it off to the recycler, processes it, does whatever we're going to do with that. Just kind of like a master garbage bin kind of thing. Any tools drops off in the oops, you left your tools in here bucket. Any belts get emptied, and then all that stuff. Kind of just a neat little sorting array. A place where we can set up some like bins throughout the base to just send stuff off to be processed. That's kind of a pipe dream, literal pipe dream, kind of shoot dream, I guess. System to build, but it would be definitely some nice quality of life improvements to have something like that, where we could just bloop. Here's the stuff we need. Should be the last one we need. Let's make our filters. We'll paint all this nice colors eventually too. Go. All right. There we go. So all those are hooked in. We have gas storage now sorted. Now we just need the output of the system to filter all the pollutants out. And we can deal with our liquid manifold later. Our pipe filling, or our fill systems later. I think it's gonna look so cool. I mean, this already looks cool. I'm tempted to not put floor grades down because this just looks pretty dang clean. When it's all painted, I think it'd look even better. But definitely gonna put a window here so we can see out. But yeah, we need filters. So here. Filter kits. We're gonna use. We use medium filters. Medium filters are cheaper. Stellite, steel, iron, silver. For now, we're just gonna use regular filters, I think. So carbon dioxide, we need not 20, but 2. CO2 filters. Filter nitrogen filters. These CO2 one, the center one. You're going to be the fun one. I have a feeling. Nitrogen. Filter. Oxygen. I kind of feel like a pollutants filter would be more useful than nitrous oxide. I know it's not, pollutants we can just literally dump back out to the open wide world. But it is a ridiculous amount of storage just for the sake of symmetry. Filter we need on. We got CO2, nitrogen, volatiles. Got stuck again. Dang it. Why? Gotta make that little master reset circuit. Let's just try setting it to 0. Okay. That works at least. It's kind of cheesy, but and then your nitrous oxide, 2 of those. At least we know of a way to clear it, so that means we'll never make that master reset or debug the program to find out why it does that. This is the way we do things. We will spend tons of resources to make things just a little more symmetrical. But we won't just fix obvious bugs in our programs to make things work a little better. This is the way. Truly, it is. I do have to figure out how high above all of this I need to put a layer. Larry, whatever we call it. I'm going to call it Larry. That's what Cows Are Evil calls it. I agree. Larry. Larry arm above the, I guess that's also how it's spelled. Sort of. It's an odd spelling. Above to change the filters automatically, because since we're just going to use the basic filters, because they are the cheapest, and as long as we have a system to replace them for us, we don't really need to use the expensive filters. Had it run along the top, and then maybe come down below as well to grab a new one, come back up. That could be a way of doing that. Keep a nice clean setup up top. Down below is where all the mess goes. So, yes, now we have a theoretically, not fully, but a in theory functional atmospheric setup again. It is almost exactly the same as our old atmospheric setup. Funny how that works. You have quite a few more facts, actually. But that's fine. The old one was fine. This one is fine as well. This should actually, technically, with all of this, this should always be pollutants. The only thing left in this line should be pollutants. If it's not a liquid, it should be pollutants. Depending on how tall this is, that might actually cover. Let's just pick.
Hunger critical.
There you go. Now it should actually work. So anything we filter will get filtered. Excess, the pollutants will just get dumped right there. Right nice and close. Doesn't need to be any further away. The only problems I have with using this system in its current state is we have no pressure relief valves, no way of managing an overpressure event, no way of managing a liquids event. So, we're still doing okay on resources. Before I turn this all on and start sending ice into it, the two systems that I want to add are one, temperature control. I want to be able to make all of these a nice, stable temperature. And two is overpressure and liquid filtering. So any liquids get trapped down our little drain masks down below. We're going to need so many valves. They get dropped down into a liquid pipe and sent into something to... Because ideally anything in this line is not going to use water. So it should be like high pressure, low temperature liquids. So if we heat them up or let them expand, they should turn back into gas, and then we can plumb that back into our storage tank and have it be filtered again, hopefully to stay in a gas form. And for temperature controls, I'm thinking about using a heat exchanger setup. So I can have one kind of cooling slash heating loop, an air conditioner or something that will manage that. And then all of that will get heat exchanged across all of our gas systems, so that everything in these nice big insulated tanks is always kept at whatever working temperature we want to keep everything. I know different gases have different ideal storage temperatures. I guess we could always get to that later, but for now, I think keeping everything at a normal temperature will serve the purposes. I don't know that we're going to need that much more gas storage to take advantage of like temperature being able to reduce how much pressure or temperature. Reducing the temperature decreases the pressure, so we can store more gas in the same effective pressure, all that good stuff. Also, we should make a fridge. Like, that's a cheap, easy, that would stop us from spoiling potatoes. And probably grow something other than potatoes, eventually. Really living that Mark Watney life. Well, I'm sorry if this has been a rambling episode. I had a goal, and I think we got closer to achieving it. We have more of a functional hydroponics, or not hydroponics, atmospheric system. It's technically ready to use. Still got some improvements to make before technically ready to use becomes actually ready to use. But we're getting there. That's, I think, a big step forward. And then, after we get that set up, we'll move on to the next project. Maybe actually some living quarters, or probably not. Maybe more improvements to our food, or living quarters, or trading, or rockets. I don't know. I don't know what the next project is. Maybe more automated ingots. So this should take care of our liquids and gases. And right now we still have to do manually mining, so it would be nice to have kind of to dabble, to try some automated mining systems. I know that the fully automated mining gets a little complex. I've never done it before, but I'm confident we can figure it out. Anyway, thank you all for watching. It's been quite fun. Thank you for listening to my rambles. I hope you enjoy. If you have, be sure to leave a like and a subscribe. It does help me out, and make sure that I know that you want to see more of this. Um, as we're probably pretty much in the holiday season when this video releases. Happy holidays, and I hope to see you all back next week for the next episode of Mars Survival. Have a wonderful day. See you all next time.